Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, know that I swear, I say it how it is, no sugarcoating. If you're back, welcome back. We're doing a little pick a card today to help you get the closure that you never got. Okay, keep in mind, guys, these are general readings. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't force it. If it doesn't make sense to you, then it's not meant for you. So we have pile 1 here with little fox. Every time I pick them up, I mess it up. We have pile 2 with the little bunny. Pile 3, bluebird. Pile 4, we have little raccoon. So, all right, guys, take your time, focus on your feelings, your energy, the question, and then pick the pile you're intuitively drawn to, or whatever works for you, you know, and go ahead and pick. Alrighty, if you need some more time, now is the time to pause so you can pick your pile, and we are going to get into pile 1. Hello, pile 1. If you picked the fox, we are going to do the tarot and pick some more oracles. Okay, so it looks like it's a drug-related emergency. And I feel like it could be them. So you'll know if you know. Maybe they smoked too much grass. Maybe it was another drug. They felt, you know, distressed. And they probably needed to address that or focus on their feelings. Maybe they're depressed, whatever they had going on. Or it could be someone close to them who they needed to step in and help, and kind of took a toll, and they couldn't really do the relationship anymore. Yeah, I'm not ready. So they were just not ready to take on this relationship. Maybe it's something that they didn't want to share, or maybe it's something that you already knew. If it was somebody else's problem, then, you know, maybe that's why you don't know what was going on there. Okay, so we are going to see why this ended the way it did. So yeah, they had way too much on their plate. Being this emergency, time-sensitive situation, urgent, time-sensitive crisis, accident, distress, critical, priority, disaster. So they definitely had to make this situation a priority, and they had no room for you, for this relationship. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship either. Like, it could be, you know, a family member or a friend or whatever type of relationship. Yeah, so there was a lot of negativity that kind of took over their headspace here. Even their financial situation. For some of them, maybe they had to help the person who was, it really feels drug related, like grass, like, you know, what the fuck I'm saying here, I can't be, I don't necessarily feel like it's just weed, you know. It could be pills, it could be coke, meth, whatever drugs there is there. But yeah, it took, like, I think they had to maybe take a new job. There was a lot of pressure on them Maybe they got into debt over their addiction. Maybe they needed to figure out a way to make some more money to be able to help the close one that was going through it. Their hands were full, like they couldn't tend to anything else. They're just very distraught about the situation. Honestly, I don't feel like it has anything to do with you whatsoever, which sometimes is even harder, right? Because it's like, well, you know, maybe you're like, I would have been there for you, I would have helped. But some people aren't very good necessarily at asking for help, or they just don't want to put their clouds on somebody else, you know, with the sun. It's like if you can't be a positive and be a positive force in somebody else's life, sometimes you just don't want to be there at all. And I get that a lot from your person. It's like, if I can't show up 100, if I can't be focused, if I can't bring you the type of opportunities and sunshine that you need in your life, like, I don't want to bring this energy around you. Their overall energy as to why they ended it is because, yeah, their hands were full and they had too much going on. For signs here, we have Scorpio, we have Capricorn, Earth, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, and Leo. If that means anything to you, it's kind of spread all over the place. Usually if a sign sticks out and is very repetitive in the reading, then I feel like it means something, but like probably not here. Yeah, they had to choose. They had to choose between like this relationship and doing what they felt like was not even the right choice. I don't feel like they had much of a choice, to be honest. It's like they had to do the right thing, you know, the sun, Leo energy, like very righteous type of energy. So they had to do the right thing. And letting you go was the right thing for them. Maybe not in retrospect, maybe not in general, but that's what they felt like they had to do. Yeah, okay, let's see. Let's see what's going to be happening in the future with this situation. If you'll hear from them, if maybe you guys get back together. Yeah, they do feel very trapped, but it's like this prison they made in their own mind. Gemini energy, by the way, some more Leo energy. Pisces, Aries, Pisces. Yeah, they felt like they had to take control of the situation. They couldn't give you the attention you need. They couldn't be your wish fulfillment. I feel like they might come back when they free themselves. They might, but only once that they feel like they're in control of the situation and they can be your wish fulfillment. So I do feel like this person, we're going to look, okay, into their feelings for you, because I do feel like this person genuinely cares about you. They love you. If somebody wants to show up as their best for you, that means they give a fuck, right? I don't think this person was trying to use you. If there was some using, I feel like it was pertinent more to this situation, right? And they probably realized that and felt like it was better to just kind of let this go. Okay, so how do they feel about you? I think this is pretty direct reading. Feelings for you, Page of Cups. The Empress, they definitely have feelings for you. Some of you could be like mothers, pregnant, maybe even have children with them. Doesn't have to be, but the Empress is the card for that, right? And see, she's preggo. They do have love for you. It is, you know, a more immature love with the Page of Cups. They feel like you're the type of person that, stands up for yourself, and they know that you didn't really see what was going on. Um, they maybe felt like you wouldn't understand with that Two of Swords, blinded here. And like you were a bit guarded. I do feel like you have to be guarded, especially if you are a parent. They feel like you can take care of yourself. Like the Empress doesn't really need help like that. She stands in her power and she knows what's good, and she has her own garden and her own abundance. So they feel like, you know what, yeah, I have love for you, but you can't take care of yourself, and I don't know that you're going to understand the situation. And I generally feel like they just don't want to put that on you, or they didn't want to keep putting it on you. I really feel like they didn't want you to see too much of the chaos, too much of the addiction, again, whether it was theirs or somebody close to them. And we're going to see the most likely outcome. Based on the current energy, and then we'll go into some advice. I feel like it's going to be really hard for you to let this go. Well, that's kind of the idea. When you don't get closure, it makes it that much harder to move on, right? The Star is about letting go, about moving on, about healing, about letting things that have been destroyed. Because in this deck, like that's the Tower in this deck. You see how like the Tower is all destroyed. Everything blew up. Everything came to an end. And it's time to kind of let that go and move on from it. Which is, very getting your closure type of energy. So I do feel like you are going to struggle and maybe fight against just accepting what it is. But I do feel like you are going to move away from it. You are going to end up getting your closure, whether I don't necessarily see them coming in. I feel like a new relationship might come in, and that's going to help you let it go. You are going to have to take that leap of faith, take the risk, take the chance, fools rush in, maybe rush in a bit into a new relationship, which I usually wouldn't advise, but I feel like generally that is what's going to help you move on and let it go. Three of Wands is about moving often, but it's also about your ships coming in, and in this deck, specifically your relationship, there's only one ship here. Usually there's more than one ship in the water. So I feel like it's in your relationship that is going to help you let go if you can. Give yourself the ability to just kind of jump into it and take that leap of faith and go for it. Sometimes that's what you need. You need like a new situation to help you move on from the past one. I do believe in healing in between, but sometimes when you don't necessarily have any answers or full-on closure, just moving on to something else, as long as you don't carry your issues and you don't like project on the new person the issues you have. I feel like for some people that's what works, and for some situation that's how it works, right? That's how you move on. So I do feel like you are going to be moving on, maybe sooner than you thought, and then someone new is coming in for you. You really got to work out through your feelings, though. I feel like you're fighting it. You may have some suitors, some people that are interested in you, but you're kind of fighting it off. Yeah. Let's see some advice. I mean, who starts giving my advice? My 2 cents before the cards give theirs. Yeah, you definitely got to go out and have some fun. Maybe go to concerts, go for drinks, Go out with some friends. Don't isolate too much. Don't focus too much on what you lost. Also, Five of Pentacles can also indicate a big lack of like spirituality. So maybe you feel very spiritually empty. So a lot of self-care, maybe spiritual practices would help you, whatever that looks like for you. If you're religious, like, you know, praying more, maybe going to church or whatever, the mosque or whichever it is. Or if you're just spiritual, I'm just spiritual, not religious. So whatever that looks like for you, you know, moon ritual or, you know, rituals are just, they're prayers. It's just different. We all have our own way of praying, unless you're an atheist. I have a hard time with that word, but, you know, you don't believe in any higher power. We all of us that believe in something, it's all a ritual or a prayer, right? It just, we go about it in a different way. So you gotta just get out there and tend to that. You gotta make that choice. You gotta make that choice to like let go and move on, as difficult as it is. If they don't come forward and give you more answers than that, and if this doesn't resonate with you, then, you know, it's not your reading. Maybe pick a different pile or go watch another reading if that makes no sense to you. But I feel like for most of you, they didn't want to share that information, either due to embarrassment, lack of wanting to ask for help, or it wasn't their problem to share. Which you have to put a lot of respect on that, you know? If it's not their business to share, then there's that. The Six of Pentacles. I feel like you need to move from the Five of Pentacles to the Six of Pentacles, which is usually about, like, you know, being generous, mostly towards others. But yeah, so maybe partake in some charity work to kind of get your mind off things, help other people, which always kind of helps alleviate a little bit of your own anxious and depression burden, to kind of help somebody else. And also be more generous towards yourself, whether that's spiritually. I'm not getting finances here at all, even though it's Pentacles. I feel like it's more from like a natural spiritual sense, right? And you got to choose. It's a choice you got to make. Like, you got to choose to let this go and to kind of tend more to yourself. Go out, have some more fun times, have some good times. So maybe listen to some more positive music. Like, don't listen to depressing shit. I think a lot of people do that. I'm guilty of that at times as well. Like, if I don't feel too hot, I listen to more music that kind of amplifies that fucking feeling, which is not very helpful. You know, yeah, you gotta process your emotions and let them out, but to a certain point, like, you know, after a certain point, it becomes kind of dwelling on it. So it's really time to move on. Yeah, let shit blow over. You know, let those feelings out and then let it go. Might be holding on to a lot too much. If you don't, you're just gonna blow up for real. So maybe blow up in a more thought out way. And then the world, yeah, let everything come out so you can kind of, you know, see, this is the Tower. This Tower here, you need to let it crumble so you can just get your closure and move forward. The World is the last card in the major arcana. It is about closure. You need to close the door, let it go. It's done. I feel like it's done here. Maybe in the far out future something might happen, but for now it is really done. All the sand is at the bottom. It is done. It's over with. You need to open back up to the world and close the door on this. Yeah, we're gonna do some oracles, see if we can get some more insight for you. They want to give me a card. Yeah, I had to let this go so I could clear my mind. Detachment. Yeah, you have to detach. Maybe do some yoga, do some meditation. I recommend great meditation. I love that channel. That's the channel I use for my meditations. She's really, really good. So check her out if you feel like it. But, you know, with the image here, I feel like, yeah, you need to detach, you need to meditate, you need to let go. I feel like this person also, like, they just had to. Or they felt like they had to anyways, you know. I feel like there's somebody there that has real feelings for you that you maybe have contemplated, you know. 3 of Wands, a relationship. You maybe thought, I think it's time to take that leap. It is mutual, real feelings, and it could really help you move on and detach from this situation. So explore that. If not, it's about to come in, babe. So mirroring each other, self-image, relationships, reflect our wounds, introspection, you know. Yeah, you need to do some introspection. You need to do the inner work so you can just kind of let it go. Closure does really come from within. Nobody can really genuinely give you closure. That's my personal belief, you know, to each their own. But I think closure comes from within. It comes when you decide to let it go. Like, nobody can really do that for you outside of you. No matter how many answers they give you on what you find out, at the end of the day, you need to be willing to let it go and be willing to close that door. Because if you choose to leave it open and always pour salt on the wound, it's never going to heal, right? So, take the time you need with the mirror. I feel like you need to really look at yourself in the situation, you know, and look at yourself more than them, because they did what they had to do, what they felt like they had to do. They weren't ready. Let's try and get some more truth serum cards as well. But yeah, you need to just kind of let it go at this point. It's as much answers. I act like I don't care, but it still kills me. But it kills me. They do care. Like I said, they care. They can't let you go, so they think about you all the time. They just don't feel like dragging you into their mess, basically, is the energy I'm getting. I meant what I said, so if you wonder if they meant it when they said I love you, if they meant all the things that they said to you, they definitely meant that. It has nothing to do with that, like the whole reading's been saying. It's the reason they let you go, or they ghosted, or whatever the fuck they did. It had nothing to do with you. It was like purely them and their situation. You were just, what is the term? Collateral damage. So I hope this gave you some closure. This answered some questions. If it resonated with you, let me know in the comments below. And hit the like button if you liked. If you didn't like, hit the dislike button. If you're new and you like my readings, make sure you subscribe and you hit the bell so you can see more videos from me in the future. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye. All right, pile 2 with the bunny. All right, hello, pile 2. Oh, welcome to your reading. If you picked the little bunny, let's see. I picked just like 3 little oracles. Okay, in the next 6 months. So clearly in the next 6 months, you're either going to get your closure. They'll reach out to you. We'll see what pans out here. or await further orders. Okay, so in the next 6 months, someone, I guess, something will come through for you. Oh, I didn't see that one coming. I'm in love with someone else. So either they were still in love with an ex or they fell in love with somebody else, which I guess you're going to find out within the next 6 months. Or if you already know this, you're going to get some more direction within the next 6 months on how to close that door. So I don't know how much they're going to want to tell me. But let's see what happened here. Yeah, well, there we go. Scorpio energy. They had a lot of options. And I guess they went and explored some other options. Very direct. Four of Wands, it's like a celebration and marriage card. So if your partner had an ex-wife, ex-husband, that's definitely what happened here. If they were maybe separated. And for some of you, you may not know this. You know, some people be motherfucking liars. That's for sure. So maybe you thought they were single, but they in fact weren't. Yeah, they could have definitely been holding back that information from you. Yeah, I feel like a lot of them were married before, or they were in a rough patch in their marriage or in their relationship. If it's not a marriage, it was pretty freaking serious. I do not feel like it was necessarily a new person here. Or they were divorced and couldn't let it go. With that Five of Cups, it's like they were still focused on that person. I feel like that was you with your 2 cups of love, like ready to give it your all, but they were focused on what they had lost and they couldn't move on. Yeah, they were doing introspection. They were kind of trying to figure it out, but I feel like they maybe tried to move on with you and weren't able to. Okay, well, let's see how they feel about you. All right. They do feel like you were their wish fulfillment, but they felt like you were maybe flighty and not necessarily the most reliable or stable for a long-term partnership between like the Page of Wands and the Knight of Swords. It's very kind of flighty, explorative energy. I feel like they were trying to explore other avenues and other options. I do feel like you did have everything that they were genuinely looking for with that Nine of Cups, but I'm not necessarily sure like they were looking for anything specifically long term. I don't know, they were trying to get a control and domination over their feelings, I feel like, regarding that other person with that King of Wands. So they were trying to kind of distract themselves with somebody who kind of met their requirement, maybe either at the time or just in general. But you know, see how she looks more like the way she's sitting? It's like, yeah, I got all this shit going on, but like, who cares though? So I feel like even if you were everything that they really wanted, And at the time or in general, they were still not happy with it. You know what I mean? Because they were focused on this person. So I can't say that I feel like they had genuine like feelings for you. I feel like it was more selfish on their part. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not. Sorry. I never like giving shit news, but it is what it is, man. I don't know. Let's see what's gonna happen in the next 6 months, because I'm fucking curious. I don't know if they're gonna tell us with the await future orders. So what is gonna happen in the next 6 months here? What are you trying to say? King of Pentacles. Could definitely be some fucking, there's something to do with money. So they could have been tied to this person financially, or just want this person's money, with the King of Pentacles being like super, you know, financially stable, and the Nine of Pentacles is being fucking unstable financially. And it's like they want to put that work in, but there's so many fucked up emotions. They're like over emotional about this situation. I just feel like you're gonna realize that this person was a fucking mess, and maybe low-key a user, using them, using you. I'm starting to feel like this other person, they're in love with this themselves. I don't fucking know, because I'm not feeling the vibes here for this person. I don't like it for you or for the other person. Stir the fuck up. This person is just kind of more focused on finances. I feel like they're very emotionally detached, and when their emotions are there, they're just very apathetic type of person. You know, the Queen of Cups in reverse really lacks empathy. She's apathetic, she doesn't care, and she's overly emotional in some sense, but it's kind of really self-driven. It's like the only person that they have emotion for is like themselves. So they're like kind of apathetic and like empathy for everybody else. But when it comes to them, it's kind of very over dramatic. And you know, with that coldness here, like the King of Pentacles, depending what he's surrounded by, is very kind of, can be very cold energy. I feel like all they really care about is like financial stability, and security, and they don't really necessarily care like how they get it. It's like they care about it for themselves, but not necessarily the person, the people around them. And I do feel like, you know, the Seven of Pentacles to me always says what you focus on grows. And it's like, you know, she's standing there with her water, like waiting, watching it, waiting to grow. So I also feel like it's telling you, like, the more you focus on this, the more it's going to take space in your life, the more you're going to have a hard time to be happy being single, to be happy being done with this person. You're just going to kind of dwell on it, which generally I don't feel like this person is worth dwelling over, okay? They're not. I don't think you are going to get closure from this person. You might get some answers, but like direct closure from them and like the truth, I don't feel like it's something you're going to get. If you do get it, it's going to be like through what you see, through maybe a third party telling you an update or something, or you're seeing some posts on social media or something like that, like within the next 6 months. But I don't think it's going to be from them directly. I don't like this person's energy. Yeah, we got Taurus, Aries, Cancer, Virgo. I don't know. You're a bit mixed all over the place with the energy, so no signs really sticking out here. Okay, so what can you do to move on? Because, like, fuck this mess. To get your closure. King of Cups. So, yeah, you need to be a lot more empathetic towards yourself. Just go with the flow, you know, with the fish. That's what, like, came to mind right away here. Go with the flow. Realize how immature they were, and focus more on your emotional intelligence, on your emotional maturity. And like that cup of love, you need to start like giving it to yourself, because they be giving them theirs to themselves. Yeah, you definitely have to emotionally detach here from this situation and listen to your intuition. And that includes this reading, right? Like, if you feel like this doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't make any sense, then this reading is not for you, right? They are general readings. So you got to listen to your intuition, your secret knowledge, whatever. Maybe even do a little research, okay? Because like the high priestess, she motherfucking knows everything. She's smart. She sees right through people. She has a lot of hidden knowledge. So, you know, she has a laptop on her lap. So there may be some research that you can do to kind of get some answers. But I feel like you need to kind of really emotionally detach from this situation and put your emotions more towards yourself. And you know, with the butterflies here, which do represent transformation, Scorpio energy, even though that's an Aquarius card though, you want to kind of transform those feelings into something more productive for yourself, and maybe give it where it needs to be given, whether that's you or other people in your life that kind of deserves that cup of love, because this person clearly doesn't fucking not. And you just got to trust yourself, trust your gut, trust your intuition, move accordingly. And I really feel like you need to look some shit up. With that laptop, there's going to be some information that you're going to find that is going to help you to like kind of turn a colder shoulder to the situation, kind of cut it off. You know, like I'm going to say in every pile, like closure comes from within. Nobody can really close any door, especially not an emotional door, but yourself. Like finding out stuff, if you don't close the door yourself, is just going to kind of reawaken those feelings, right? And the more you dwell and focus on it, the more it is going to brew inside you, the harder it is to close that door. Like closure is like moving on, right? Accepting what it was, that it couldn't have been any different. Because at the end of the day, like most situation, if it involves other people or an environment or whatever, you can't control those things. Well, you can control your environment and yourself, and that's it. And by controlling your environment, I mean like leaving that specific environment. So outside of that, you don't really have much control in your life besides on yourself and your perception. So I think you really need to work on that to gain your closure. We're going to get some oracles for some further advice and answers. Daydreaming. I am always longing for you. I feel like, yeah, you think about this at all a lot, and you put too much energy, time, and effort into this, and you're kind of robbing yourself. Like, think of all the things you could accomplish if you took all that time, that energy that you focus on this person, and gave it to yourself. Start dreaming about your own dreams and your own goals instead of this person. Habits, I don't know if it will ever change. This could have been an on and off situation, or this could just be a habit of theirs. Maybe they tend to kind of, I'm not necessarily getting cheating vibes, so I feel like there was a separation or a divorce, or there was something going on with their situation that they didn't tell you about, like you didn't have the full scoop. But I'm not necessarily feeling cheating vibes. I feel like that's a habit of theirs. Like you're not the first person that they kind of use as a distraction. Heart-to-heart conversation. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. You might get that opportunity in the next 6 months. But I feel like maybe that's why you need to do your research here, so you can have some receipts. and confront them. I don't know how much they're going to really tell you and how honest this person is. So I don't think you're going to get any answers from that necessarily. Maybe you need to have a heart-to-heart conversation with the other person that you're going to find out about. Okay, let's see if we can get some more truth serum cards. No more drama. I took you for granted. I feel like this person feels like there was a lot of drama here. I feel like this person, yeah, they're going to come back. It probably gets in the way. A very prideful person, but like they only focus on themselves. They might have said that they were always here for you and didn't follow through with that, right? You turned me on. Not that I was getting crazy sexual vibes here, but I do feel like they used you to kind of appease their feelings, appease their ego, and maybe in a physical sense as well. I feel like you need to detach from this drama. I feel like if you can do your work in the next 6 months, if they do pop back up, they're not going to have much pull on you. If not, it might be just some more fucking drama and they might drag you into their bullshit again and then disappear again. I don't know, this one is hard. I just feel like they don't want to give too much information. And sometimes the cards are like that. They'll just give us what they want to give us, and sometimes it really feels like it's not enough. And so, yeah, basically, guys, I feel like you may not get any direct, clear answers from them. You need to let it go. You need to stop daydreaming about it. Do some research, if anything, and approach it all from a more logical standpoint as opposed to an emotional standpoint. Be more empathetic towards yourself than towards them is like, you know, the gist of it here. So, anywho, hopefully that it resonated. Hopefully you got a couple of answers out of this. Let me know in the comments below. Hit the like button if you did. Dislike if you didn't. I'll take it. If you're new, subscribe, hit the bell so you can see more videos in the future. Either way, thanks for watching. Bye. Pile 3, Bluebird, which deck are we gonna use here? So I'm filling this deck for this one too. All right, hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. If you pick this, you pick you, Bluebird. Adorable. They're all cute. I love animals. So let's see what we got. I just had to let you go, okay? Whatever's right. Flowers. Getting your flowers, gifts, attention, recognition, admiration, appreciation. You have flowers here as well. So I feel like for some of you, this person could have given you a lot of flowers, a lot of attention, a lot of admiration. I do feel like this person generally had real feelings for you. They appreciated you. They admired you. They just felt like the relationship wasn't right for some reason. So I guess we're going to try and find out why here. I don't necessarily feel like bad vibes like one of the previous piles there, but let's see what happened. Please tell us more on what happened here. Why did they have to just let you go? Why did they think that was right? Death. Well, okay. Thanks for nothing. Cards. Sometimes they just tell us whatever the fuck they want to tell us, and it's like, you know. But Scorpio energy, and that card is ending a cycle. So, tell me more, tell me more. More Scorpio energy. So you're the first pile that has a more specific energy sticking out. You could be a Scorpio. They could be a Scorpio. We got some Taurus energy here as well. Aquarius. I feel like it was overall a strategic decision. I'm not getting an energy of them being like sneaky, being liars, cheaters, or whatever. Maybe you were. So energies can be reversed, but I feel like they were very focused on the negative in the relationship, but to some degree, I feel like they weren't wrong. Sorry, not sorry. I'm going to say it how it is. Because look, like their back is turned on the full cups and on the commitment, on the structure, the societal expectations, and whatever the case may be. So you could have been married to this person, because sometimes the Hierophant is also a marriage card, maybe engaged, or been with them for a very, very long time. But they felt like, you know, that is not a good enough reason. I feel like they felt like you were taking too much from them. And it was just like a strategic reasoning to like end this cycle, because they had enough. And if they were the one doing that shit, like, you know, because it's not always necessarily like cheating or lying or deceit or being sly. It can be like generally like stealing people's time, is people's energy. So they could have felt like you were a bit of an energy vampire, not necessarily giving as much as you were taking. Okay, if you're mad already, dislike the video. I don't fucking know. Tell me in the comments. It's either reversed or that's you. But it's just consistent. Like they really admired you and loved you and appreciated you, but they had to let you go because that was what's right for them. And with the fucking cards, it's like, it is what it is. If you cheated on them, like, and okay, you're sorry, you regret it, well, who cares? Like, you know, it's happened, and they valued themselves, and they had to do what they had to do for their well-being, and they had to set that boundary and let you go, is the energy I'm getting here. Like, you weren't doing your part in the relationship. So, yeah. Oh, shit. Give me a sec. All the cards fell over. I'm feeling like, yeah. Some people did not want to hear that. And maybe a bunch of cards wanted to go in reverse. So I ain't arguing with none of that. So let's see. Let's see how they feel towards you right now. Cut off energy. They feel like, yeah, they cut you off. They don't feel any real emotion here. The Queen of Swords, to me, it's like, you know, very good, very well, to me in general. That's what it means. But the Queen of Swords is very emotionally detached. She cuts off people. She does what's right for her. She's very logical. Libra energy. the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. They felt like, you know, this wasn't fated, this wasn't meant to be, this was bringing them like bad luck and just nothing very much favorable. They felt like depressed, like you made them depressed. Yo, I'm laying it into you. You can sign off if you want, but I'm gonna say what it fucking says. And if it's the other way around and you're the one that cut them off and you still like want some closure, then cool. If not, well, you know, it is what it is. They feel like you're immature. Like you don't necessarily like think things through, that you're too, you know, emotionally immature. And yeah, they just feel kind of depressed really about you and the whole situation. I just feel like this relationship was really hard on them and it didn't really bring them anything positive. So there's that. What is gonna happen? Very straightforward. What is gonna happen in the next little bit here in the near future? So there is gonna be some type of gift, some type of apology. That's gonna be on the part of the person that was like fucking up, okay? So the person who was let go, whether that's you or them, there is gonna be an apology, but I don't know how legit that apology is. I feel like it's more manipulative with the Magician and the Three of Pentacles in reverse here, which is like, yeah, I'm not really trying to teamwork with you. I'm not really trying to make it work. I'm just gonna like give you a gift, maybe give an apology to smooth things over, but I don't feel that it's a legit fucking apology. Like the Magician uses all his skills that he's acquired. You know, I would feel maybe differently if it was the Three of Pentacles in reverse. If it was like upright, then yeah, okay, like I want to teamwork, I want to make things happen, I want to use like everything I've learned to make things better. But with that overall energy of not really being willing to work as a team, then it's like, how real is that fucking apology? Is it just to soothe yourself? Is it just to gain back access to the other person? Because that's what it motherfucking looks like. So basically, if you get an apology, I would take it with a grain of salt. If you are going to be the one to apologize, then don't bother unless it's going to fucking be real, man. Because this person genuinely appreciated you, genuinely gave a fuck about you. So if you did them dirty, then you need to do some introspection. And you need to try and understand why the fuck you did that shit. And you can't really expect them to forgive you, but you should still apologize for real with no expectations, you know? Give you some advice on how to get that closure. Be open and honest and true. Be real, like with yourself and with them, whichever side of the equation you're on. Yeah, down to earth, fucking energy. Stop, yeah, a prison of your own making, just trapping yourself in your own box. So, you need to be honest with yourself and with them. You need to be down to earth, be real, come from a place of, you know, what is actually true. Like the Queen of Pentacles, she's very in touch with nature. She's down to earth, she's honest. She tends to her garden with the Nine of Pentacles. It's kind of like the opposite energy of that, a little bit like unstable, not just financially, but you know, with with the nature of things, with tending to your own garden. It's like you're not doing that shit. You're just being like unstable and maybe pointing the finger and not tending to what you need to tend to. Um, so it's like telling you to stop doing that and be like that, and like free yourself from your own um, limiting beliefs and your own nonsense. Straight the fuck up. Because I do feel like reconciliation would be possible here. But if you're the one who fucked up, if they're the one that fucked up, and it's like the reading is reversed, then yeah, I don't know. I don't see them changing or meaning the apology or this being a possibility. But if you are the one that fucked up, then, and you listen to this and you're actually open to change, everybody fucks up. Cheaters, liars, whatever, manipulators rarely change, but some do. So if you're willing to do the work and actually look at yourself and free yourself from this bullshit, and this person genuinely cares, they might give you another chance. But you gotta come real with it. You gotta be open. You gotta be trusting. And you gotta rebuild that trust. You gotta be patient. And you gotta go in with no expectation. Because, like they deserve that space, and they deserve to be able to make their own decisions and to choose if they want to go there again or not. And this could be the one. Yeah, I do feel like this is someone that genuinely loves you and genuinely cares about you. True love, yeah. Are you willing to do the inner work? That your cards are jumping. Absence, I feel like a part of me is missing without you. This person fucking love you for real. So if you fucked up, you need to fucking do right by them and by yourself. Because, like, you lost out here with that behavior if it's you. If not, they're the ones losing out, then yeah, your love is true, but you can't make them change. You can't make this shit up, eh? It's like my little truth serum cards. Basically what they would tell you on truth serum, okay? I don't trust you with my heart. When I say you gotta build that trust, you gotta go in, no expectations, and it's up to them if you're the one that screwed them. And if they're the one that screwed you and that did you dirty, then I don't feel like you can trust them. I feel like it's talking to me. I'm right. But yeah, they're in love with you. Like, I don't know what else to say here. Like, there's 2 cards. Maybe a couple more. You're so sexy. They're in love with you. They don't trust you. They had to let you go because they couldn't trust you. Maybe you said, oh, we're not meant to be, or whatever the fuck you said. There's something you said that you were right about. I feel like that would be for each individual. You'll know what I'll talk about. I feel so guilty. Maybe you're going through some stuff. I want your body. This person thinks you're crazy hot and they love you. Let me take you out. Like I said, they'll be open to it, but you gotta come from a real place. I feel like either way, they'll go for it. Either way, they will, like, consider it. They'll take you out. They will, like, give you another chance. But if you're not real about it, you're just going to lose them all over again. And I feel like that would be the nail in the coffin, okay? So I'm just saying, if you care about them and you want this person back, it is a very strong possibility, but you got to play your cards right, okay? For yourself and for them and for the sake of the relationship. So I don't know. I know it's a closure reading, but that's not the direction it went. If you want closure, like, I don't know, like, if you're the one that got played with, then, I don't know, they're trifling. There's your closure. They trifled. They're going to keep trifling because they don't really intend to make a real apology. I feel like the only way this is going to work out is if you're the one who did the fucking up. and who took them for granted and who fucking, you know, didn't treat them right, and you genuinely do what you need to make it right, then there's a chance here. Okay? So, let me know how you feel in the comments. And thanks for watching. And subscribe and hit the bell. I doubt most of you will, but hey. It is what it is. All right. Alrighty, pile 4. Hello. I am feeling the lights here deck for you, actually. You picked a little raccoon. Raccoons are so cute, though. All animals are freaking cute, if you ask me. Even the weird-looking ones. All right, so let's see right away. You know, raccoon has a mask, so somebody could have been wearing a mask in this situation. Okay, let's see what the cards say. Got him shook. The path, you mean more to me than you'll ever know. Ooh, okay, that is a surprise. I did not see it coming up that way. So I think the mask they're wearing is not letting you know how much they actually care, how much they love you. I don't know why they're not. Maybe you intimidate them. Maybe they have something else they need to focus on right now. But this person, well, you got him shook. Yeah, maybe it was too much for them to handle. Maybe they had to focus on work, focus on school, focus on another situation. Let's see what the fuck this is about. So tell us more. What is up with in this situation? 2 of Cups, there you go. This person definitely got feelings for you. Cancer energy. Ace of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, and then Sag energy. So the signs are all over the place. Oh, you don't say, lack of closure. Thanks for nothing with that card, because we already knew that. And so, yeah, this person definitely feels burdened. There's something, okay, with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like there's a lack of opportunity. There was a lack of opportunity for them to kind of completely, truly bond with you. I feel like it's going to be different for each person, you know, and it's like there's different people watching the reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But like the reason why this didn't work out and why you're not getting closure is just like there was just like not this opportunity. I don't know if they had to move for a job, okay, because 10 of Wands is not about moving, but in this deck it is to me, because like, look, it's like, oh, the path is the path, and she's like has her it's a bison, I think, I'm not sure. Anyways, her animal there is carrying all her luggage, you know, it looks like pillow, the sleeping bag and stuff. So it's like she needs to move away. So maybe they had to move because of family. Maybe they had to move for a job opportunity. And it's for that really reason that this relationship had to end. Well, that sucks. That really sucks, because I just feel like you both kind of want to be with each other, but because of schematics or geography or just the way life is right now, that is like the only reason you're not, which is probably like the worst case scenario. It's like almost better if like the person shit or your shit or whatever, like nonsense happened. But when like there's no nonsense that happened, it is just kind of life and keeping you apart, I feel like that is the hardest. Oh. Okay, so let's see how they feel about you, which is pretty obvious. Generally, this person loves you. I can tell you that right now. They have deep, 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 deep feelings for you. I feel like they dream about you. They think about you at night. They feel like you balance them out. Like they're determined. They're determined to come back, honestly. They're determined to come and give you everything that they want to give you. Oh, this reading makes me sad, for real. I don't know, man. They feel like you're fair. They feel like you're their other half. Like you're like the perfect other half that just balance them out. The yin to their yang, because like look, there's like two people here. There's like a black and white horse, a black and white wolf. They feel like they want to give you everything. They feel like generous towards you. They feel like fair, like you balance them out, like they feel like you're very driven, and they're driven to really come towards you and make this happen. You got three, by the way, three major arcana. Their feelings for you are extremely strong and extremely real. You have Libra, Cancer, Pisces, but this never made no sense to me. Like, how is the moon Pisces energy when the moon rules Cancer? Like, I don't know. Like, how does that make sense? So to me, that's always kind of low-key a Cancer card. But so yeah, your person could be a Cancer. You could be a Cancer. It doesn't have to be. Six of Pentacles is Taurus energy, but and you had Cancer here too. So that's why, like, you got a lot of Cancer energy coming through. This person feels very, 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 very deeply for you. And I feel like that is where the mask is also, because the moon is about, you know, secrets and mysteries and illusions. So I feel like you don't know how much this person truly cares. And maybe they're just kind of left without saying a word. That's where your, like, closure issues are coming from, right? But it's because, I don't know, maybe they didn't know how to. Maybe they just didn't know how to do it without, like, fucking losing their shit. You know, emotionally, like, that's where, like, the mask comes in. Like, straight away, I was like, oh, mask. That is the mask. That is what they're hiding, how much they actually fucking for real love you. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen in the near future, because this is the pile where I feel like y'all are gonna be together at some point. No. Okay, that card literally jumped. I don't know if you guys saw that. Oh, man. I feel like they're trying to follow their intuition on this. Again, I feel like they meditate about you. They dream about you because they both have their eyes closed and they're, like, very focused in a kind of a meditative, sleepy beta state. I think it is the beta state where you're just kind of... Anywho, you're on their subconscious a lot and their conscious, if I do say so myself. This person is low-key, like, I wouldn't say obsessed, but, like, obsessed with you in the best way. It's like, I feel like they're fighting the urge. They're, like, fighting off, okay, with the Five of Wands and the Three of Pentacles together. It's like the Three of Pentacles is about teamwork. It's also, like, third-party situation, but it's like they're kind of fighting off any type of advances that they might have, any competition that would come through. As far as, like, you guys, it's like they're not even interested. It's like they only have eyes and love for you. They are... This sucks. I hate that they didn't tell you. I hate that you don't know that this is how they feel. Because clearly, if you're watching this, you need answers. Well, they motherfucking love you. And if you doubt and if you think, like I said in the beginning, I say it in all my readings, if you're new here, I do say it like how it is. So it is rare that readings are this fucking positive and beautiful, because it'd be ratchet in those streets. I don't know. But people be fucked up a lot in relationships and in the dating world. So, but this is a good one, babe. This is a good one. They fucking love you. But I am frustrated that they didn't tell you and that they're, fighting against any type of competition or getting with anybody else. They're not really interested in that. But I also feel like they're fighting, kind of telling you how they feel and letting their love show. And I don't like it because, like, you should speak on how you feel. You don't know. Maybe you don't get the chance again. And then if the other person feels the same way, then what the fuck are you doing? So maybe you should tell them. Maybe you should hit them up. We'll see when we get to the advice. Maybe you're going to have to make that first move because, like, let's see. What did I do? What is going to happen? Yeah, let's do advice on how to get your closure or not, in this case. The Empress. Oh my, oh my. They might have a child with somebody else. Maybe they got someone else pregnant. I didn't see that one coming. I almost feel like if they got something pregnant, someone pregnant, for some of you, I don't feel like it was planned. And then they met you after, but I feel like from the get that they're a very good person, so they're going to do what's right. I feel like you have to reach out to them and speak on how you feel. Because the King of Swords is pretty emotionally detached, but in reverse, I feel like you shouldn't necessarily emotionally detach from the situation. I think, like, you need answers to be able to, like, truly walk away. You need, like, your feelings kind of validated and addressed, or I feel like you won't be able to walk away. So I definitely think you need to hit them up and get the gist, get the situation, get the deal, get the secrets, get some receipts, get something. You need to get something here from them. And the way they feel about you, I feel like if you reach out, they will. And some of you, if it's not pregnancy, because, the Empress, yeah, it's like abundance, pregnancy, yada, 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 yada. But it also can represent the birth of an idea, right? So it could have been like a project that they worked out, that they worked really hard on, an opportunity that they've been waiting on their whole life that they had to go and pursue. Because, like, it's not a baby in her belly, it is the world. So, again, I feel like they might have had to move away to pursue something. And they couldn't, like, they would have had some resentment towards you if they didn't leave you and walk towards what they knew they had to walk towards. If that makes sense, like, if I explained that well. And I feel like this one is the worst one. Like, even though that's the only positive one, just because, yeah, if shit is negative, it's like, okay, I can let go, I need to move on, like, it was a learning lesson. But here, I'm just like, this sucks, because I feel like y'all should be together. Shadow side, you made me realize my flaws. And the size of, they had a really hard time making that decision. I think you just kind of make them see who they really are, and they see who you really are, and you see them for who they really are. I just feel like they had to make that decision, but it hurts you and it hurts them. I just feel like this is real love, flirt. You might have to hit them up, chemistry. There's definitely a lot of chemistry here, but I feel like it goes beyond that. with that Two of Cups and that King of Cups and like all the cards that came out. I mean, just genuinely from the gut. Let's see what more they would say if they were on Truth Serum. You make me want to be a better person. I'm tired of arguing. Well, if you need closure, that means that you're not necessarily speaking. If you are speaking, maybe you guys are arguing because, you know, they're wearing that mask and you know. Maybe because they don't speak really on how they feel, which is fucking annoying. This person cares. I don't know. I don't even feel like that I'm tired of arguing is about you. Maybe they're tired about arguing with their fucking self. Oh, yeah, huh? I feel like this is like more inner conflict. Maybe they feel like you forgot about them. This could have been, you're the one that got away. You're the one who got away. Yeah, you make me want to be a better person. It's like, you know, you made them realize their flaws. You made them realize when they need to be a better person. And maybe that's why they went away too, to kind of fix their issues. If they didn't literally physically move. And there's no actual physical distance for some of you, I feel like they had to go and work their shit out. I think you're gonna have to reach out, okay? Like, if you can reach out to this person, do it, because they might be too scared to do it because they think you may not care anymore. They think that maybe you won't forgive them for like disappearing like that, for leaving you like that, or for whatever the fuck they did in the past. But I am telling you, this person, if this reading resonates with you, this person motherfucking loves you. They love you, even though if they never said it, if they hid it, whatever the case may be. This person, you're the one that got away. You're always going to be the one that they're going to compare everybody to, which means that you're their person. I don't know. It's like beautiful and depressing at the same time. I don't know. So I feel you. I feel you, how you feel right now. And this is your reading. I'm going to do one more. Twin flames. Yin yang. Didn't I say yin yang? Okay, I don't know about twin flames. I'm going to have to like take off the twin flames here. Because in the beginning of my journey, I thought like twin flames and soulmates were the same thing. But like apparently, like by the way everybody talks about them over the years, I realized that like twin flame seems to just be like this toxic ass relationship that you can't let go of, and that you're always kind of revisiting until you learn your motherfucking lesson. But I don't feel like this is your situation here, and that doesn't really go with what it says here. So I'm just going to marker it out. But yin yang, zen, balance, didn't you feel like you balance them out, complement each other, coupling, duality, union? This is your person, man. I feel like this is your person. They feel like you're their person. Reach out to them if you can, okay? You don't want closure here. This is not something that should be closed. It's something that should stay open, reopen, and be visited, and be, you know, cherish and grow together. So you need to hit them up and just be 100% truly honest. Just watch yourself. Don't go off at the mouth, okay? Don't let your own demons take you over. In reverse, it's the other person being a demon. But, you know, be strong, be honest, be real, okay? This is for real, your person. And if this doesn't make sense, if this person did some real fucked up shit to you, then this is not your reading. Don't claim it, okay? Claim it if it makes sense intuitively. You know, they're general readings. It's not for everybody. So if it makes sense to you, if the reading resonated, then hit them up, please, okay? Y'all should be together, is my opinion. All right. So let me know how you feel in the comments. Hit the like button if you liked, dislike if you didn't like, I'll take it. And subscribe, hit the bell if you're new, and if you like the readings. And either way, thanks for watching. Bye.